Alright, hey again here, Mr. Weeks. We're looking at Pythagorean Theorem. We're going to go ahead and do a few more examples just in case you needed a few extra to help you out. So, let's take a look. Pythagorean Theorem, again, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And obviously, here's our triangle. Remember, the only time you can use Pythagorean Theorem is when you have a right triangle. And the side that we care about is c, also known as the hypotenuse. Remember, this side is the one directly across from the 90-degree angle. Excuse me, for some reason I got the hiccups today. It's going to be a long one. Alright, here we go. So, if we're given a triangle that looks like this, we just need to set it up with the Pythagorean Theorem. So, 4 squared plus the square root of 8 squared equals x squared. So 4 squared is 16, plus, here's the neat thing. When you square a square root, those are called inverse operations. They cancel each other out. So all we're left with is 8. So 16 and 8 is 24. Take the square root of both sides. Take the square root of both sides. And we get x is equal to the square root of 24. But we need to break it down. So, actually, you know what? We're not going to break it down because when I give something to you like this, all I really want you to do is throw in a calculator, unless I specifically said otherwise. So for right now, just throw it in the calculator is perfectly awesome. So let's go ahead and do that. And square root of 24. Excuse me. X is equal to 4.9. Alright. And another one. Let's take a look. What if I gave you the question, is this a right triangle? And how would we know? Well, if this was a right triangle, what could we use to prove it? The Pythagorean Theorem, because we know Pythagorean Theorem holds true for all right triangles. So we just need to plug in our numbers to the Pythagorean Theorem to see if it works. So, we've got 12 squared plus 16 squared equals 20 squared. If we simplify this and it comes out to be a true statement, then we know, indeed, it is a fact. So 12 squared is 144. 16 squared. And again, if you don't know, go ahead and use a calculator. 256. 20 squared is 400. 144 and 256 gives us the magic number of 400. Since 400 is equal to 400, that is a true statement. Therefore, this triangle is a right triangle. And how do we know? Because we used the Pythagorean Theorem. Just like that. Alright. So, again, if there's any questions, please feel free to check your notes, ask a friend, and if all else fails, please come see me.